from St. Vincent St. Mary's High School, number 23, LeBron James. The head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers is Mike Brown.
One of the things that LeBron James has trouble with is screens on the ball. He's such a big body, it's hard to negotiate those screens. He knocks it in, which allows Pierce some separation.
Last two games, LeBron James shooting up to 44% after the dismal start. Garnett tips it out of LeBron James's hand.
Defensive end, and here's another one. He's taking it to the rim. Is this a foul, a no call? It all depends on the crew refereeing that game, and it's up to the players to adjust to how the game's being refereed.
Time to dance and go into your street move. Backs him off and knocks down the jump.
James, nice up and under move, and able to get it to go. It's their first points in 5.5 minutes.
More by feel, but certainly if a guy's not getting the job done, you have a shorter leash in games like this.
James gets inside. Oh, beautiful power move from LeBron James. Getting slightly involved in that kind of stuff.
Oh, those are young guys, and talk about young guys. Look at LeBron, able to avoid the trap, splits the defense, and
by mid-season, your defense intensity wanes.
James to the basket. Oh, hard foul. Ray Allen
all the way to the rim. Talk about spectacular strength and still the ability to get to the rim. Just couldn't get the finish.
St. Vincent St. Mary, my.
That's his 72nd free throw attempt of this series. The Celtic with the most free throw attempts is Pearson. That's only 31. James so good at getting to the free throw line. Seconds. That's the second one.
The Hornets led by Chris Paul. They will be very effective at home.
James on the drive. Posey stays with him. Oh, pretty shot, LeBron James. He's now 4 for 10 for the field. Okay. James drive blocked for the foul.
And you can sense LeBron James realize he's not getting any help from anybody else on the floor. Has decided to be more aggressive and be in attack mode. Talk about help coming, it does not matter. Looking to keep the basketball and force the issue. Going to the cup and going to the line.
He's having to expend so much energy.
Garnett had a strong start. And again, we said at the top, and Mark, because of the way the Celtics have defended James, he has to have help today, and so far, guys aren't knocking down shots.
What they will do by knocking down shots, they will buy LeBron James that extra second, that indecisiveness. He's going to need the supporting cast to begin to knock down shots. 13 points, 6 points for the rest of the team.
Knocked out of his hands by Pierce. House falls down. West dives on him. They blew the whistle. Little extra pushing and shoving. It's going to be a hell ball. House taken out by Kenny Mauer. The Suns were advancing in the playoffs. A real spark. We can score points in a hurry. Speaking of that, LeBron James, that's a 2 as his foot was on the line. 3.5 remaining in the second. Ray Allen now guarding James.
Very interesting. They don't have Paul Pierce guarding James as much.
But Gibson.
Now, Kendrick Perkins' reaction there is amazing. Like he didn't foul him. He clotheslined him.
If you want to have some credibility with the refs, you can't argue those obvious calls. Folks. Pierce, good defense that time from James. We said earlier, it's been one of the lowest scoring playoff series in NBA history. Let's continue it. James to the basket.
This is the problem for
Bulls back in again. With Barajo, West, Pavlovich, and James, as Jeff said, a very small lineup right now. James inside, count it, and a foul.
But uses the basket as a shield, eliminating the shot blocking ability of KG. Goes to the opposite side, keeps him on his hip, and finishes.
He has 20 of their 34 points. James inside, and he's fouled. LeBron James saying after Game 6, I'm not ready to go home yet. James hits
the Celtics defense is geared towards nothing easy. Talking about ISO, the grab. Every time he looks to attack, a body is going to be on him. 3 defenders The mindset is this guy cannot beat us and send us on vacation. A turnover, but he's still spectacular. Still has the strength, the ability to split the defense and finish. In spite of the bangs, the bruises, and the bumps, still has 23 first half points. Does not have to be defended. Perkins now is just roaming the whole area.
James drives down the other end and puts it in. Not a foul.
Grown man move. Does not feel the contact. Gets all.
Shot clock down to 6. James. That's good. 27 for LeBron James.
It's incredible when great basketball players.
Midway through the third, James hits a 3. That's his first three-pointer here in Boston.
And this is called player tracker, but it should be called star tracker. LeBron James, great anticipation, one-man fast break, too strong for the Celtics, and then a bad offensive set. He just backs up. He's going to be given a cushion. He knocks it in, and then a pick and roll. Again, space, time, and ability to get on balance and knock it in. It's been his jump shot that has betrayed him. It may be the jump shot that brings Cleveland home.
But the Cavs keep fighting back. James nearly falls. James to the basket. Hammered by P.J. Brown. He is so strong, LeBron James.
This just reminds me of when I'm in the backyard playing with my two youngest, Christian and Micah. The fouls, it doesn't matter. They think they really affected me, but I don't even feel it. This is getting it done. This is tremendous strength and athletic ability.
The hallways.
And he shoots the technicals now. Second one is good. And it's a 5-point lead. Crowd on its feet again, although urged on by the noise meter here. James, that's a 3. It's good. LeBron James from downtown. And it's back to a 4-point game. 37 for LeBron. James and Pierce going back and forth at each other. James will try another 3. Knocks it down. Back-to-back 3s for LeBron James. James, Garnett on him. Shot clock down to 5. James on the drive. Gets inside. Tough shot. He knocks it down. And it's back to 3.
Defensively, Pierce knocks down a jumper. Isolation. LeBron does the same thing on his end. They're playing a game. Anything you can do, I can do better. One guy saying, no, I can't. The other, yes, I can. The question is, where does it end? LeBron isolation against KT. Everybody out of my way. I'm going to take advantage of this matchup. Both guys spectacular to close out this game.
I'm going to tell where it ends for me if I'm Doc Rivers. I'm either hacking a bin or I am going to double team LeBron James every single time he touches it, no matter the situation.
Series that has featured tough defense and some rough shooting. Guys are making shots. James with the steal. Here he goes. And James makes it a 1-point game with 2:20 to play. And this is the closest the Cavs have been since the opening minutes. They've never let James with 44 points and his defense doing it again.
And you look at Posey, tried to run down and get to him and foul him, but LeBron too quick, excellent defense. I'll meet you at the rim. Nobody there, knocks it down. Big play by LeBron.
The Celtics and Cavs fighting to go on to the Eastern Conference Finals. 2:20 remaining here in Game 7. Posey trying to get a head start. Ilgauskas on the second tip. Pierce comes up with it and calls timeout. He gets the timeout. Paul Pierce making every big play for the Celtics today. James, he'll drive. James gets inside. He's fouled. Shot won't go. That would have been a continuation, and he'll go to the line.
Down the stretch in this fourth quarter.
Conley puts that one in. James gets it, fires up a quick 3. Won't go. Smith the rebound, back out, stolen by House, and that'll do it. What a tough defeat for LeBron James. A spectacular performance after what was a spectacular season for him. Boston, just like the good old days, say the Celtic fans. Final score, the Celtics 97, the Cavs 92.